I talked about this last night, and I just got to get y'all's thought on this, and why not? We got an all-male panel tonight. Can somebody explain to me why is the right losing their damn mind over a young white woman named Taylor Swift? I mean, I literally have never seen. I mean, grown men, they attacking who she dated, for 4 times about, oh my goodness, she done had different boyfriends. These people are absolutely loony, Mustafa. I mean, it's crazy to see how the possibility of Taylor Swift endorsing Biden is causing these folks to go crazy.
Well, it's not just that she might or did, endorse Biden. It is that she actually has gotten folks to actually go out and register to vote. So they understand that if they can damage her, and, I know we're going to talk about AI later on, you see all these different games that are going on attacking this young lady. She has a huge amount of influence, not just across our country, but across the planet. And she also is looking through, a paradigm of understanding the injustices that have existed and wanting to share her voice in that space. So we've seen others, who have come out and who are artists, who have said things, or whether they're athletes also in the attacks that have happened. But it's especially, apparent this time that they see her as having the ability to bring more people into the voting space, and they want to do everything that they can to nullify that. So you just got to understand the game. Game recognized game. We understand where these, right-wing Republicans are coming from.
I mean, I'm just cracking up at how they are distraught. Listen, I can't name you one Taylor Swift song. I can't. What I do appreciate, I can't. I'm just straight up. What I do appreciate is that she uses her platform, when it comes to the issues that matter. Listen to this crazy out of his mind, right-wing nutcase, Jack, piece of shit. But that's not actually what it is. It's a Posobiec, whatever. I don't know what the hell I'm pronouncing his last name. I don't give a damn. But he's a nutcase. So check this out. This, to me, I think is the second funniest video that I've seen today. I want y'all to check this out.
On this movement, the millions watching back TV, when we do the podcast, we do War Room, when we do human events, right? That's who we got. And so that's who we have to go to war with. And so when it comes to winning these elections, we have to understand the new game. And when I talk about Taylor Swift, I say it's so obvious to me. She's the perfect vehicle to go to those low propensity white liberal women to say, I need you to come out. I need you to come out for what? What'll be the issue? It'll be abortion, right? Abortion will be the issue. You need to come out. You need to get out on here. And we can all see it. I'm sorry. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. But unfortunately, I have to live in the world of what's, what potential threats could be out there. And the indicators and warnings right now are going off the charts. That of course, she, came out as a Democrat in 2020. She attacked Marsha Blackburn in 2018. She's driven out voters using her social media presence in the past. And so it really seems like all the indicators going. And then, of course, take my word for it. The New York Times has already said that the Biden administration is working on what they call the Taylor strategy. So again, it's not about her as a person. It's about the machine that's around her and how they can use the power of her celebrity. And people have said, well, wait a minute, Jack. Celebrities have always gotten into politics and it doesn't really matter. Yes, it matters now because they changed the system of voting. Right? Because they changed it to ballots, because they changed it to, and by the way, we can do this as well. We don't have a Taylor Swift on our side, but you know who we have? We have Kid Rock. We have Ted Nugent. We have influencers, right? We have all these people, John Voight. We have people that can come out and use their audiences, number one.
I'm sorry, Ben. Ben, that was the part I was really trying to wait to get to. That boy literally said,
part was coming, but I found it.
Oh, that's why it was the whole build up. That fool said, yeah, we got our influencers too. Yeah, we got Ted Nugent, we got Kid Rock, we got John Voight, we got Vanilla Ice. Yeah, man, we got
Rob Schneider. They got.
I
Rob
think
Schneider,
if you probably. Oh yeah, we got Rob Schneider, we got Dennis Miller, we got Scott Baio, what's that other fool? He played I can't Kevin Sorbo. Let's see who else if I think if you add all 8 followers together, you might get to 200,000.
Well, you honestly might. I mean, on Elon Musk's Twitter, you might get up to 2 million because he's been building them all up. But listen, there's a couple of components here, Roland. Jack Posobiec, or however you pronounce his last name, he really represents like the vanguard of this militant male grievance complex that really wants to genuinely remove the voting rights of women. So while he's on stage dressed up looking nice and trying to speak presentable, he really does represent like the Nick Fuentes's of the world that absolutely want to take away women's rights to vote. And so from that perspective, Taylor Swift is they hate her so much because she's a woman, and they're very clear about that. And then the second thing is the right wing has the social media algorithms on lock. They have YouTube on lock. And if they can prevent someone as big as Taylor Swift from broadcasting an alternative message, I mean, they really do have the messaging echo chamber on lock around this country. So Taylor Swift poses an existential threat to their hermetically sealed bubble.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I know, again, I had no plans on discussing this again, but the crazy is so outlandish. Y'all, I'm talking about these people all should be drug tested. Larry, this one right here, you know what? I just got press play. Lord have mercy.
America's pop star celebrity sweetheart joins forces with the top dog in the NFL, playing for the team that's going to the Super Bowl. I mean, let's be real here. This is bread and circuses on steroids. Major League Sports, in and of itself, is nothing but a psyop. Get kids plugged into the cycle of going to public indoctrination camps, playing sports for their school, and going to games. Many end up devoting their entire childhood to competing in various sports, only to be cut from the team, at which point they become brainwashed into supporting professional teams because they know their dreams of becoming a pro athlete will probably never happen. So then they become obsessed with some grown man who gets paid millions of dollars every year to throw a ball around while promoting poison death shots and child slave labor through various brand deals and endorsements. So sad. Imagine being so brainwashed by sports you actually show up to your team stadium to shovel snow for free so you can watch a bunch of grown men who are overpaid tackle each other. Seriously though, trudging through 3 feet of snow amid a massive blizzard just to watch a game? Yeah, sorry, you couldn't pay me to do that. Just imagine for a moment if people were as dedicated to Jesus as they are professional sports. I think the country might look pretty different if that were the case. But sadly, as we know, it's not. And perhaps that's why we're witnessing the crumbling and degradation of our once great nation. Instead, all we seem to care about are the celebrities and athletes propped up by the Hollywood elites and this ongoing theater, this fake, carefully crafted show that the masses have been hypnotized by and can't seem to turn off. America's pop star celebrity sweetheart joins forces with the top dog in the NFL.
Oh! Y'all go ahead.
I'm speechless because first of all, I thought that was like some kind of sketch from Saturday Night Live or something because I'm like, this can't be real. Is this a real person on TV? So that's first. Second of all, she's talking crazy. I mean, these right wingers, they get more outlandish. As time goes on, the closer we get election, the more kind of all this nonsense we want to hear. So I want to be clear about this Taylor Swift, insanity. this is, I know she's a pop star, but I'm going to use the old hip hop lyric. The Lox had the song Money, Power, and Respect. And that's what they really fear about Taylor Swift. She has the money, she has the power, influence, and she has the respect of all these individuals who Swifties who follow her. And they're worried that if she says to her millions of followers throughout the United States, hey, I want you to go out and vote for A, they're worried about the impact that could have throughout the nation. But this is also about white males wanting to control white women and what they do. Not only in terms of Roe v. Wade, but also when we hear about, some of these other right wingers talk about white women in general should be going out to vote. Or if they vote, their vote should be consistent with their spouses or other males in their house. So this is really generally about an attack on women. But once again, she has the money, power, respect. And as a lot said, that's what you need in life. And so they don't like that. And so they want to do whatever they can do to continue to destroy or undermine her in case she decides to say she wants to come out and support a candidate.
I just want people just again to understand we are dealing with some completely unhinged people, and these are the people who want an unhinged individual, Donald Trump, to be back in the Oval Office. If there's any reason that you want to vote, it's to keep these crazy ass people out of power.